Hello. Welcome in, everyone. How's everyone doing? These fish you're looking at are Julidochromis kiplii. These are babies. There is babies everywhere. I'm filming my fish room. That's what I'm filming. Welcome in, Miles. Jamba Joe's supporting the pride flag. Jamba Jutsi. Thank you, Becky. My pronounce is they, them. Yep. Nope. You're not confused. You know exactly what you're doing, you know where you're at. Respecto.
Hey.
Welcome in everybody else. I'm Rob, this is my fish room. I'm based in the UK, and as you can see I'm addicted to fish. To Lisa Waters, welcome in. Hello. Good evening, Glenn. Good evening, Keith. Welcome in everybody else. Me too, to Lisa. Sorry, I'm eating food. Hi, Summer. Welcome in. Alright, mate, I've just woke up. Had a bit of a marathon sleep. The wife's not best pleased with me. Because I'm literally sleeping when she's coming home. Hello, David. Welcome in, sir. How are we all? Really is weird and unusual to not have no shrimp. I got talked out of getting Discus, Keith. Apparently my tank isn't big enough. I've got your red cherries and the blue sapphires. Yes, I've still got them. They will be sent to you on Monday, Glenn. £160, Keith. It's 900 by 500 tall by 450 deep. And I was told too small for a pair of Discus. Your tank's ready? Good. Do you want to have a look at them, Glenn? I'll take you over. The light's off at the moment because I've only just woke up. There's one. One there. There's the blue one there. There's that one here. There's an orange somewhere. Shrimp palm. So I thought I might as well go live. It's Friday. Everyone's relaxed, everyone's happy on a Friday. Have you, Keith? Right, Keith, here's a question to you, right? If this was you, and you want this tank, would you go ahead and put Discus in it? There's more space than what it looks like. They can swim all the way around the back. There's about space about that to the back and at the front. But yeah, I got talked out of it. Yeah, whatever, Keith. Whatever, Keith. Keith, whatever, Glenn. I only cancelled it because of what's going on. But that's not changing right now, so it makes no difference as long as it's short. Just snacking on some French fries. No, buy an actual the fish room and a guy called Bill, who one's in New Zealand, one's in Australia, one's a fish shop. Not by a Discus breeder. I was a bit gutted, really. So would you go ahead and still put Discus in? They said I'm better with more than a few as well. But I ain't going to spend something if it's not going to work. So do I buy something cheap? And then see how I go. And then if I go really good, gives me an excuse to buy a bigger tank for downstairs, where I can have multiple Discus in it. No, the fish shop is a shop in New Zealand, Glenn. Fish room, sorry. Yeah, I know they do, Keith. This tank's got 60 litres more. So, I honestly don't know what to do. I feel like I've wasted all my money. Someone was from Petra, I don't know, Glenn. How much a Discus from Petra, Glenn? Probably expensive. Somebody else suggested that's getting 6 juveniles because they do better in numbers. And then someone also suggested if they do alright and they grow, then just upgrade them or move them on. Case of aggression, yeah. But for instance, if I got 6 juveniles, small ones, swings and roundabouts, innit? As long as it's short, I guess. I think that's what I might do then, Keith. Yeah, I think that's what I might do. Somebody said if you put 6, you've got more chances of forming a pair out of them. And I do have access to someone with a 10-foot tank if they're with Discus already in, if there's any issues. It can be, yes. It most certainly can be, David. That's when they tend to start showing aggression to each other that they've not paired with, basically. So if this is the case, I'm best off going with something basic, maybe, Keith, just to try out. Not jumping in with something expensive, I mean. Alright, okay. That's obvious, I guess. Hello, Chris. Welcome in, sir. We're just talking discus. I've been advised not to get some discus in my tank because it's not the right size. Or according to some. Yeah, someone also suggested angels, but I want discus. I had my heart set on discus, and then when we was trying to talk what fish would be okay in here, someone suggested bloody gouramis, and then they suggested German blue rams. I don't want the soil, I don't want the sand lifting. They are indeed. They are indeed, sir. Hello, Arnold. Welcome in. Yeah. Yeah, this is an option. But that being said, Keith, I can always, when I say it's 160 litres, it's 900 by 500 tall and 450 deep. Oh, the old Guldridge Drive would do for a pair. 2 water changes, Keith, into 2 halves, not one big. Just finding a pair, I guess. That's the issue. Yes, somebody mentioned goldfish, Chris, and I'm like, I'm not a no disrespect to goldfish, but I know a diddly squat about them. 25 daily with RO mixed. Yeah, I think that's what I might look at. Might doing, Keith, because spreading it's just makes it that little bit more maintenance friendly for me. $200 litres, so not much difference in Arnold, size wise. But if push comes to shove, it is an excuse for me to say to the wife, I'm gonna need a bigger tank. He was only kidding. No, someone did mention goldfish, but I'm like, yeah, it's 28 degrees Celsius, so like 84 Fahrenheit. I might do, Glenn. Let's get 6 small ones. I could grow them up a little bit. Let hopefully one set pair off, and then I do have the capacity to send them to a friend with a massive tank. He's got a 10-foot tank with Discus in. I think it's 10x2, but it's done like a tall lowboy in a way. Yeah, this is the thing, Arnold, and then hopefully a pair pairs off, and then I can hold back them, and yeah. Does he breed then? Oh, the 1 second, I'm just trying to catch up on chat. The guy who breeds them was telling me against him in Australia. He keeps one pair and a 2x2x2 foot cube. Thanks, Chris. So a 2-foot cube. He keeps a pair in each 2-foot cube. A frog geezer. A frogger. $200 litres, yeah. It's figure though when people start dissuading you to go off something. But yeah, I've poured my heart and soul. The water is on point, the pH is on point, the GH is perfect. The TDS is nice and low, you know. It's fully cycled. Oh. I need one of them fancy tripods. What is it called, Glenn? 100 litres per foot. So excuse the glare, but this is the tank. This is the tank I've done, Chris. Got a big piece of Cordoba root. It's all cryptocoryns. And I've put Fissendon's moss on it to grow out like a tree. Soil all the way underneath here, capped. This is Limpopo Unipack sand. I got this root, it's hollow, look, it's actually, you can go inside the tree. Got this from Glenn at GB. This is Cordoba root. And it was a pain in the backside to sink, but I did it. Yeah, I think you, Marie said the same. Do what I want to do. Hello, Aquaballs, welcome in. 1 second, Aquaballs, I'll give you your blue wrench. Then you can check all the other channels out. Yeah, we had this conversation last night. Someone said I've had Discus, what was in a 600 litre tank, and did crap, and I've had Discus in a 200 litre tank, what did good. Welcome in, George. But yeah, I think I'm going to go with the Discus. I think my option is definitely 6 juveniles. No problem at all. pH of 8. The ones that I was going to purchase from, they've got theirs at 6.2. But then I have been reading about Discus being readily bred now in most tap waters, shall we say? This is remineralised with Discus buffer. Arrow water fully redone. Yeah, they're quite hard going. They're a lot hardier than... I mean, these tanks here are at 8.2. Yeah, you've got to, as you can see, Aquaballs, all these are Tanganicans. And them. Times have changed, Glenn, really changed. I was reading something last night on Chen's Better, and he was saying about how they try and source discus from all around the world to try and basically do it so they've got the best chance in our tap waters. I love a good debate, you know. At the moment, Arnold, I don't have no shrimp. Excuse me, I don't have no shrimp tanks, they're all empty. My friend came down and took all my shrimp. These are going to be a pair of apistogramma, pair of apistogramma, pair of apistogramma, pair of pistos, and then the bottom tanks are going to be for all the fry. At the moment, this is my favourite tank. This just tank's turned into a jungle. I'm in the UK, on the east coast of England. This is a lowboy tank. It's actually 1.2 metres long. But yeah, I throw it together, Arnold, and it's kind of taken over. This stuff's literally growing everywhere. This is, am I right, Keith? Liliopsis zealander. Don't buy them filters. The All Pond Solution hob filter. They're shit. They're rubbish. Ah, so you can counteract it, so to speak. Yeah, I love London too, but it's way too busy for me. London don't sleep. This is just all rainbow fish in here. There's my blue. That's a rubbish one. The better ones are somewhere. All my amanos are egged up. There's a stir by. Bred by myself. You don't think there's 5 pairs of curries in here. And this tank's just like anyone what gets beaten up, fry. It's just like an hospital tank. It was all done with nice black sand, but this little bar steward decided to do that. No, I don't have no salt water. I have had salt water. I tried dipping my feet in the salt water hobby, but I personally found I was doing way more work on the saltwater tank compared to my freshwater tanks. Nah, I'm not that good, Arnold. But what I will say is, the more you plant, guys, the easier it becomes. Set it up right, you can't go wrong, you cannot fail. It's all about laying the foundations down first. Go with what plants you want, see what they really need. I've never thought about entering an aquascape. I'm not the best, Arnold, I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I escaped that tank in an hour. And you'll see a reoccurring theme in my tanks where I like to mirror image both sides. Same plants on that side, same plants on that side. It's just something what seems to be my go-to. No, it was Glenn. It was to find out if I could basically find any more Australian buyers, sellers, so then it would be worthwhile for Catfish Craig to come and have a go, because I was on his live and there was quite a few people showing interest, so it got me thinking. All-nighters, Keith. Yeah, you can put some effort into them. brown shrimp cooking. Not bred. Well, I'm still not seeing babies, but they're all still the same. I'm seriously debating whether or not to move these into that tank, because there's 3 of them and there's 6 of them, and there's 3 females and 3 males in here. They're the females, the bigger ones. They're the males, the little ones. Males grow way smaller. And then what I was going to do was separate these into 2 halves, have half in here and half in here. I do, Glenn. I just sleep at the wrong times. You're sounding like my wife. Well, I've already made about 6. I'm waiting on Kaz to send me some mops, Glenn. She's done the mops, but Kaz works at hospital, doesn't she? She's just done a 17-hour shift, so that's why she's been quiet. Imagine working 17 hours in an hospital. Shouldn't be legal, that. Because I'm sorry, but after 12 hours, a person can become tired and quite liable. But that just shows you how overdone the NHS is here. The guy next to my brother-in-law in hospital was in a motorbike accident at 100 miles an hour. How he survived, I don't know. Half of his head, half of his skull's missing. He's lost 1 arm. He's lost a foot. 2 broken legs, all from top to bottom. All his ribs are broken. His skull was totally fractured. The RA rose, Keith. 100% the RA rose. I mean, what they're doing for my brother-in-law now is above and beyond. He don't even look like him because he's got a mask that tight onto his face, full face. It's like it's inflamed his full face, so all his eyelids, round his eyes, his nose, his lips look like he's had Botox on his full face. It's shocking to see, but this is life. I'd like to say he's comfy right now, but I don't even think he knows what's going on because, like I say, he's in a induced coma. But every time they lessen the machines, he's just not responding because his lungs are that. He's actually contracted hospital pneumonia. He didn't go in with pneumonia. He had basically his lungs was just deflating because of the M&D. So now he's gone from being sick to being very sick. It's not down to the hospitals. They do all they can. They are heroes. Hospital women and soldiers, Navy, all them should be paid the highest wage ever. It's like my dad. Do you know my dad? My dad did 26 years in the armed forces, saved his country right to the end of what is 26 years. And honest to God, to get his army pension, it took him about 7 years, and he had to fight this, he had to provide that, he had to do this, he had to do that. And I'm thinking, you've just fought for your country, and you get shat on. That's what's wrong with the world. Look after those who need looking after. Look at this, guys. This shrimp is actually on the top of the sponge. See now all the crap it catches, that's just putting a sponge on the top of an intake on a filter, and it just literally works like a skimmer. So when rather than netting it all up, I just do that, and I just pull the sponge off and just clean it. We was talking. Oh, look at this, guys. Look what she's brought me in. What are these?
Yeah.
Oh, she loves me. This is Kirsty, by the way.
Hey guys. Right, come on,
And
Bob.
this is the little dog. Dexter!
Come on, buddy.
What do you want? Go on then, off your trot. Go on, bed.
Come on.
Good boy. Bless her. Yeah, back to you, Keith. Checkerboard are nice. Checkerboard, definitely. Checkerboard. Yep, hands down. Checkerboard. I think they'll pop in a black water tank. Your favourite, Keith, Ferrero Rocher's, man, too. I love them. Bless her, she didn't need to do that. She's feeling a bit guilty because she's kind of took it out on me. I think so. She's like being extra nice. I wonder if I should go and ask for that tank now. Shall I do it live? You let me ask her. I know what she'd say. F off. Yeah, that's exactly what she'd say. Yes. Ferrero Rochers mean nothing. See, you all know. You've all got the same treatment at home. Crazy. Get stem plants, I said. They'll do real good and they'll be real nice, and yeah, they don't ever come up. I'm sick to death of doing this. Sick to bloody death. Anyone want a little bit of Sassiflora? No? Okay, I'll throw it in the bin then. Yeah, Keith was saying he's seen a pair in 100 litre. This is what I mean. Arnold, it's quite a, in a good way, it's quite a conflicting debate. I ask for forgiveness, not for me. Oh, Glenn, give over. Calories are good for you. Check my Insta about 5 years ago. I'm highly confident my skill set is okay for Discus. If problems did arise, I'm not stupid, you know what I mean? I kind of know what to try to do, I guess. But I've spent so much money. All literally, apart from the tank, everything you see in this tank has come from GB Shrimp. All the plants. Sorry about the glare. All the plants. Not that moss. That moss came from him. You know, soil all underneath here came from him. And I've spent a lot of money and time and effort doing it. So I think I'm going to go down the Discus route, and I think my idea is get 6 small ones. Alright, Glenn, enjoy. Get your feet up and relax. We'll see what about 2:30. But yeah, Arnold, I think I'm going to, and Keith and Glenn, I think I'm going to go for 6 little ones. Bar start. I'm doing it. Where's the stamp? I'm going to stamp it, rubber seal it. But I'm only I'm not going to go for the Discus, what I really wanted, because they're £120 each. So I think I'll be going for something wildy looking and basic. Yeah, definitely. Right, let's feed the fish. This is flake food. The reason I have it in here is because what I do, I just do this. Squirt, squirt, squirt. Squirt, squirt, squirt. Squirt, squirt, squirt. Oh. Squirt, 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 squirt. Squirt, squirt, squirt. Squirty, squirty, squirty. And up here. Squirty, 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 squirty. Oh, sorry guys. I saw him using this on the internet, and I was like, this to do one-handed is so much easier, and you don't overfeed because all as that goes in is that much. Like it fills up, and you just squirt it in. Hello, Kaz. Sorry I haven't replied to your message yet, Kaz. I've not replied to anyone, if I'm quite honest. I've been a bit in my shell. Situation regarding my brother Kaz is he's in an induced coma, like state. He's basically dry drowning. Every time they try and up his oxygen on the mask, he does not respond and drops back down to 20%. He's got what's called dry pneumonia, which he contracted. It's called hospital pneumonia. I'm sure you know all about it, because I didn't even know it was a thing. Oh, is he? My wife's running on empty, because I don't even want to ask her to. She puts the shrimp. I don't even ask her. I've got no shrimp now, Kaz, apart from yours and Glenn's. Charlotte came down and literally she set everything up. And all the shrimp are fine. She's done everything I told her to do. She now has access to that spotless water, which is 5 minutes from her house, so it's even easier for her. But yeah, I didn't know hospital pneumonia was a thing. My wife knows more than me. She's seen him every day. I mean, I'll take a look on Pre-Loved actually, Arnold, later. See what there is. I don't think 6 juvenile, small juvies will do too bad in there, if I'm quite honest. Then if some show signs of being an arsehole, I can move them on. Just like I moved on all my jewelries. I said to Charlotte, lot is nature. I had 250 Brashadi in here. She took the lot, and I said to her, if you can sell them all, right, keep the money. And she did. She literally sold the lot. Seems to be that down south, where she is, she's in Berkshire, near Reading. Seems to be there's more shops what want my fish there. So I said to her, ask what fish they want, and they want some of these next, the Kiplii. Alright, yeah, no worries. Cheers, Arnold. Respect. Sleep well. I had a busy day the other day with Charlotte here. Moved so many fish, moved all the shrimp. Moved some tanks around. But yeah, Keith, I'm going to go for 6. I'm going to go for 6 basics. No diver fish. Not really, cause I'm all over the place, but I'm still going no matter what. If you saw the state of me, I'll show you. That's with no cannabis. I ain't gonna lie, I'm empty, but I've got my friend Lucas Ed. That's my problem, because I've got more fry, Keith, in the normal the normal Brashadi crossed with the albino. I've got more little ones. Not them little ones, there's actually little wigglers. Well, I'd say they're about few days old maybe. And I don't know if they're albino or normal, because they're where they all gone? The first lot come up normal, as you can see. What the hell's going on with that filter? That's well cycled. I do, but right now I don't. All my focus is on my wife. This tank's empty. This had the Kippley eye in, I've kept it running, so if I get any fry, and this tank's empty. And I've put an extra modified tower filter. I modified that to work. Watch this, Kaz, watch this tower filter when I put it on. It's a right beast. But yeah, I'm gonna make another, because the shop Charlotte sold all the albinos, they want the normals too. So I'm gonna make a shed load of them. I'm just trying to put you back in the tripod. Oh my god. Nice, Kaz. They are in the right light when you see that little twinge of yellow, the daffodil mark on its face, Keith, and then the actual almost neon yellow. When they start to get the longer fins, and you can see why they call them the fairy cichlid. They are a nice fish, but they're prolific. I 100% guaranteed you could put a pair in a bucket. Just change that water, not look in it, just change that water every week, blah de blah, and then a year later look in it, and you can guarantee it'd be thousands. Yeah, like a lyre tail. Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? I love the lyre tail in fish patterns as well. And a lot of live bearers. It's my flavour, lyre tail. I thought about getting some fancy guppies. What? You call 1 KT for me? English should help. $1 million views. Would you call 1 KT for me? What are your wigglers, Kaz? They're curries. All my plants are gone. Don't do stem plants, they're a ball ache. Celia Wingy. Oh, would you call one Katie for me? I tell you what, that fish right there, we'll call that fish there Katie. Got you now. Oh, did you order a Marie? Nice. You won't get cheaper than Glenn's. I know why Glenn's is doing so cheap. Basically, Glenn came down here, Marie, and all that was full of isopod tubs. He took the lot, and Charlotte took the rest. And I had lots of white sharks. So Glenn was able, basically, because I give him them all, I said, make what you can on them. They've both cleared me out. I'm literally, not only just that, the Clyd, well, that drawer was full. This drawer was even fuller. This drawer was all my electric heaters and lights. That's all gone. They took it all. But I don't mind giving stuff away. I'm not. Did you see that? Yeah, my wife just come in. My wife just come in while I was live and give me them. I think she's feeling a bit guilty because she's been a bit angry at me with all what's going on, which is understandable. I'm having to talk quiet so she I don't want to get my head chopped off. But yeah, you'll like the white sharks. The only thing I would say about white sharks, if you put some in and then you don't see them for ages, do not worry. As long as you spray and feed them, take any old food out what goes mouldy, they will breed. But bear in mind, they do bury, and white sharks, compared to most other pods, are very, very little. I mean, even fully grown, they're one of the smaller ones. But they're so funky, and they get a little orange fleck on them. Food wise, any fish food you use, they'll eat. Oh, double red cockatoides. I like the triple red flash. Shame you won't see them cars. Where have you got them from, Kaz? Yeah, welcome to the pod world, Marie. It's very addictive, and it's even easier than keeping fish. There's some nice isopods out there. You've got your rubber duckies, you've got your Murinella, which are like the Ferraris and the Lamborghinis of the pod world. But you put a few bit of soil and a bit of this and a bit of that in a tub, leave it, spray it once or twice a week, feed it even once a week, because that's all you'll need to. Don't think they're not eating, because but really you have to remember they're eating a lot of the. You see, £12 each, Marie. That's still cheap, but for instance, rubber duckies in America, and what was the Glen in America? There was only about $6 each. Oh, good, nice one. But yeah, for some reason, Marie, rubber duckies here are really expensive. But they breed really easy, so you're laughing when you've got loads of babies. They reproduce really well. I don't even think I've got a single pod in the house now. I'll tell a lie, I don't know where there's some isopods. I'll show you. Watch all these, Marie. I'll have to be quiet because the wife's here. This is my tortoise enclosure. Watch when I pick this piece of stone up. And where are they all? There's worms in here, there's isopods. Well, there should be isopods. Are they on this bit? Look at all the worms. I sometimes feed these to the bigger fish. They're a little small species of worm. There is more in here, I don't know where they've gone. They're all in this cracks in the stone. There's some down there. But this is a full larve, basically a larved enclosure. But you see all this food here, that'll be all gone tomorrow because they eat it all. so then I get a clean, happy enclosure without cleaning it. Look at this tank now. This is really bedded in, this. Oh, millipedes, you'll like Charlotte, Lottie's Nature, she's got some nice millipedes. Have you seen the pink dragons, what Glenn's got? Millipedes are easy to keep as well. You're doing any fruit or veg, all the peelings, you can actually take them out and put them in to feed. Charlotte sent me some sort of plant, it's not a pothos, it's a philodendron of some sort, but that's growing out of that. Growing from the tank. And I've got a peace lily here, but that's not doing so great. Yeah. The pink ones look a little, even though they're a millipede, they look like centipedes. But you can get some really nice, the fire millipedes are nice. And really easy to breed. Hello. The big ones. So you want the the ones that Charlotte's got are Ghanaian giants. And for a millipede, they're massive. I don't even know if I could pick them up. And remember, most of all, rule number 1 with any millipede: once you've handled it, always wash your hands, because they do secrete a little bit of, every now and again, they do secrete a bit of cyanide. Yep, that's right, wash your hands. I've personally not run a Tardal, Keith, but Will, my friend who I could send the Discus to, who's got the big fancy 25 grand fish room, he runs Tardals, and I can only say his tanks are a bliss. I've never heard him complain about Tardals, so going by that, I'd say yeah. I'd say they're good. But as far as reading and as far as the hob filter goes, I think Cichlids Tardals are probably the best. Or the best built anyways. Yeah, they've grown well, the plants, Murray. The plants have grown well in there as well. Apart from all my stem plants have been uprooted by the plecos. So I've given up on stem plants, so I'm just gonna plant some crypts. Yeah, get him to order one, and then you can do a bit of a deal on it. And then you can do a review. Get him to sponsor you. Sponsor your video on a Tardal. How about that? Yeah, they're becoming my favourite plant, Keith, honestly. They're just so workable, and in my opinion, from my knowledge of what I've done, they don't do too bad in most water conditions. I've got some, what's that plant called? Utsala, Keith. Cryptocorin Utsala. I can't see them growing 50 centimetres for me. Like a clover, but about a foot high. Ooh. I do love a good plant as much as a fish now. I never thought I'd say that. But I do. Undulata, that's it. Uppsala's in the Vikings. I don't know what I'm saying that for. Vikings on the brain. Plants are just, when you can really take a look at a plant and you can see its beauty, it's like I don't just look at this tank and see the Congos, I look at this tank and see the Crypts, the Anubias. This Anubias in here is really done well. This is like a mini version. I think that's similar to the one that Arnold wanted, but I think the one Arnold wanted before was even smaller than that piece. like a micro version. Clover hydrocotyle. Oh, is it an hydrocotyle? If it is, that'll be, because that'll grow well. I do like some hydrocotyle. I might actually get some. What do you think? Some hydrocotyle of some sort in the back. Oh, you got a new air pump? Yeah. Marsilia? You know more than me, because I don't. I know enough about plants now, but I'm not good with names. Names is certainly not my strong point. Marsilia. Why does that ring a bell? So, Kaz, where you rigging everything up, fish tanks, shrimp tanks, everything off the same system, like? Yeah, it's always the case with the top leaves. My stem plants went like that, and the bottom looks... I wish the plant grew like it looks above water. Why do plants do that, Keith? Why do a lot of plants grow different underwater as opposed to above water? Is it because, technically speaking, they are terrestrial plants? Quadrifolia. Quad as in 4, which means clover. Hence the name. Do you know you can work out the names and why they call them the names? Marsilia, Hesu. Can't even say that. Hesuta. I should start putting plant names on my tanks. But what I do, any plant I usually buy, the thing gets put underneath here with my others. So if I need to go back, and then there's a dot on it, blue, and then if the blue tank's with this one, I know what's in there then. A carpeting plant. A lot of carpeting plants do. They say, oh, they're lovely carpeting plants, and the next thing you know, they're. I had one before, what was supposed to be like a dwarf sage, and one part of it grew about a foot tall. You're using 13 air pumps, wow. So you're doing it the old-fashioned way, and now you're going to the modern way. It does change things, Kaz. I have 2 pump systems, so if this one fails, I have a pump over here, which I can literally just turn on and it's plugged into the other side, basically. So if one of mine dies, the other one kicks in. The leaves don't grow. Is that because there's less light? Light is less dense in water? See, again, I'm learning. So 3 weeks, 2 weeks and 6 days I can get 6 discus. Yeah, Keith, 100% I'll agree with you now. I'll hold my hands up. I can see why you hate stems. What a ball ache. Just give it a little nudge by a fish and it's, next thing you know, it's on your top of your tank. Yeah, I'm hating stems. 100%. I've got red root floaters somewhere. Yeah, my red roots are here. Charlotte took all my red root floaters. These tanks was full of floaters, now look, they're empty. But I've got red roots here. We've that's Salvinia natans. There's some Amazon frog bit. Red root floaters, guys, really go red if you can put the light right directly above it. If it's not, they'll go green. Yeah, she took them all. I don't need them. I've no purpose. If I need some, I'll buy some more and do it all again. You know what I mean? Whips Wild, welcome in, sir. Whips Wild, let me just give you a wrench. Welcome in, Whips Wild. Right, let me get. But my brother says he's going to buy me another of the 28. So if it ever buggers up, yeah, you should always, Kaz, they do bugger up. I ain't gonna lie. Even the most expensive ones. That's for that reason. Now, when that one dies, and I'm using that one, I'll then buy another one ready. It's just a rule of thumb. You know what? You've hello, Bean. Welcome in. You've actually made a point there, because he doesn't, does he? Sunlight makes them red. Yeah, welcome, Bean. Bean sprout. But yeah, it's always good to have, if any of you using big ass air pumps, always having it a spare in, because they will go. It's not when, it's not if, it's when. Well, they don't need to be red for healthy. But if you want to make them red, just a cheap, generic, pure white light, as bright as you can. All Pond Solutions lights, the only good thing about them, red root floaters grow amazing with them. That's the only plus I can say about all ponds. Oh, bless you, Kaz. I hope your shift goes quick. Thank you for subbing. Welcome in. Welcome to the crazy house, where we talk fish, plants, everything, life. Yeah, take care, Kaz. Catch you soon. Much love. I'll sort the shrimp out with you. As far as they are, they're still all right. They might even breed, so the longer you wait, the more you get. Do you know what I like about these chats and stuff? Everyone says hello to everyone. Everyone asks how everyone's doing. Well, the majority do. And then everyone says hi. If someone new comes in, they say hi. I've been in chats before. You've gone in there, said hello everybody, how are we all doing? And had no reply. The shit lights, Keith, but the red root floaters go red. Because you had one sink in a tank. PNS. I'm like here, sat here. What's PNS? What's PNS mean? You absolute plant pot rob. Fucking hell. God. Yeah, I think they would. Hello, God. Welcome in, sir. Say God, some say he's a bot, others say he's a real person. I think he's a humour bot. Robo-god. Oh, God. These are horrible to the rump fry, you know. Look at them jousting. These have got teeth, guys, and the air. If I put my I put my finger in because it does air. But these are pure, what I would call the pit bulls. Coordinator. Gordabot. They're all coming too because they think they're getting fed, so they're not shy. If I go up here with my hand, look, they all come up thinking they're getting fed. So cute. These are going. They're just not breeding for me. The male pairs up with her, then don't do now he's paired up with her. That's the male there, you can tell the difference. The male doesn't, you see the two dots on the dorsal fin, the male doesn't have them. And also females have the pearl on the belly. They're missing some tail because air and air had a fight. And here we've got my Julidichromis kiplii. Oh, the babies are in there. The adult's in there, I think. Yeah, she's there. So if anybody wants Falcon Winsey and free Lamprolagus on its Pinisambias and is in the UK, come and get them. You can take them. Which ones? These are all Tanganykan. Jaffa. Moody ass. I'm still keeping some Tanganyikans. I'm really into the Julidichromis and the Ocellatus Gold. They're not your average. They're not your average fish out of the cave. They just act. They act very different to normal fish. If that makes sense. I'm sure it does because you're a tang person. Yeah, these are known as the Sorocopod. Glen has these. They come full of sea pods, so I rip them apart. And then when they're upside down, you see all the plecos have been gnawing on it. They eat them. Rift Lake, yeah. I'd love to visit it, Keith, but can you imagine how dangerous it would be? Don't buy these lakes, guys, they're rubbish. These Lomanais off Amazon, the gooseneck ones. It says comes with an internet thing, but what it doesn't tell you is you have to buy that separate. Really intelligent fish, Keith. Really, really, really intelligent. I can put my hand up, they all come. Look. So anytime they don't argue, I put my hand up, they come. Little cocks. Yep. Little big cock. With that bump on their head, they look tough. Yeah, they do. I like to see when the frontosa grow big and get that cock on their head. Seems weird saying that. Cock. I'm just looking. I've got space up here. I've got space for a tank there, and I've got space for a tank up there. The difference being, it's at that height. So like, because I've got such tall ceilings. I know that couldn't hold it as well because it used to have 3 of them on it. Andoya calvus, daffodil, Julidochromis regina, cockatoo, catfish, lemons, frontosa, and ornate bircher. Oh, nice little combination there, Whips. Do you call the daffodil? Do you know that as that one, the Brashadi? I have them as well. This was full of albino Brashadi. About 250 of it, well 257 to be precise. I've moved all them on. I do like some calvus. Calvus just look brutal. They look like the boss. What a perfectly shaped fish. I've seen some Reggiani. I didn't get them though. I got the Julidochromis kiplii and the Julidochromis transcript. The pulcher. Neolambrolagus pulcher. Oh, pulcher, right, got you now. Yeah, because that's known as the daffodil as well, isn't it? Because the Brashadi, the Neolambrolagus Brashadi, they also call that in some countries the daffodil. It'd be nice if all fish got called the same. That's why I use scientific words as opposed to the common name. A lot of them don't have common names, which is blissful. Have you done it to, have you made it to 200 yet, David? Because if you're not subscribed to David, go subscribe. That's Elfish. In that case, if any of you not subbed to Elfish, or someone can share Elfish's link in the chat, or if any of you want to share your links in chat, go ahead. Feel free. What it's here for. And what I tend to do, Whips, is some of them I'll break them down into three lots of words, and then I'll say them like that, and then after so long, I'm like, I can actually say it all in one. I did that with the Bryocontylesis longopinus, which is the longfin African tetra, and it took me so long, and I was just calling it Brycon, and then I was calling it Alest, and then Alestis. Bryocontum alestis. Oh, you'll get there straight away. There you are, another one. Here we are. Here we are. Power of the people. Any of you in the background just liking? Go and sub. Leave a comment, leave a like. I like it, Keith, me, because a lot of Latin words, just if you break them down, they're just common sense. No, nobody speaks Latin, but I just don't think some countries want it to be gone. This is very true. I think it's purely a scientific purpose thing in it, and it's just, why change it, I guess. Wow, Whip, that hurt. You can be subs to someone, and if you don't sub to them again, if you don't leave a like or a comment or something like that, sometimes YouTube can think you're a bot and it can actually remove you, because I've gone to sub to people and then I've not been active, gone to look again and I'm not subbed. And that's not because I've not unsubbed, because I've personally unsubbed, no. You probably have, like I say, I'm pretty sure that's what YouTube do. Basically, if you sub to someone and you're not very active, for instance, on their profile or their content, YouTube can be silly sometimes. But 100% you do, David, because I will sub to people, and then, do you know, I've noticed if you don't hear from people in so long, and then you go on your feed on your YouTube, and then you don't see the stuff. You go to look at the channel, and you're like, it says subscribe, and you're like, eh? It's happened to me twice. When there was all on about it, I thought, yeah, no, it's not that. It's not. Glenn and Glenn and that was on about it, and it's not this. But it actually is. You was, yeah. This is what I mean, Marie. You did. I'm sure you did. In fact, I can remember. Thank you. Again, guys, feel free to share your own links. Go ahead. The YouTube algorithm is a funny thing. 42 for 1K. Go on, guys. Make the power of the people. Yeah, this is what I think happens, Marie. It is indeed. It's no small feat. If you've got a YouTube channel, you know exactly how hard it is. If you're not sub to Whip, go sub. Mine took how can I say it, Marie? A big dive. I lost 17 in one go. I was like, what the have I done wrong? You're about the 5th person to say. I'm one of them. I got reported on a video. I think I know by who. But, you know, I'm not letting it bother me. You know what though? I've gone the opposite way. I've gone from like my shorts are mad. If the shorter the short, the more views it gets. I've noticed that. So there's that, and then it's not easy to crack this YouTube, you know. Yeah, it's like it's not promoting small channels what are rising. But then Keith, you saw my chat the other day, how mad it went off. I don't know what's going different, but my numbers have gone right up. Two PM Central. So what time's that whip in UK time? 2 PM Central. How many hours behind? But why the algorithm? Why dislodge the people what are actually trying to make something, small or not? I'm not sure about this YouTube, like, you know. Getting to 100 isn't easy. Getting to 200 wasn't. It was 200. Getting to 200 was even harder. So it's like every time you get to 100 more, it's like gets harder and harder and harder. Maybe change your direction, Marie. Sometimes change is good. Where are the grow beds for your tanks? What's the grow beds? Crash, if you don't mind me asking. I like your fake wrench. Oh, veggies or herbs? None of that here. Just fish. Took you 200 in your fish here. There's me moaning. I'm not chasing numbers, but I can see how easy it could become to when people to become a numbers chaser on YouTube. That is sure. So what I'm seeing there, Keith, is like your second year was 650. So from 200, it actually technically does grow faster. It's just doesn't seem like it. Yeah, see what I mean? No, me. I'm not getting some things in my feed. Oh yeah, they do. I do have some plants growing. I do have pothos growing in a tank. It's all connected down. I do have some terrestrial plants, but work like that. I wonder why I got all them people in chat then, like a big boom. It went to 48 people straight away. That's never happened. And then I had to delete my video. The video what got reported, I deleted it. That was my first ever video to 1,000 views. And that was a live. 1,000 views on a live. I was like, what's going on, man? Honest, I went to sleep for 3 hours and I thought, I'm having a look. The views just went up and up. I was like, why? It's mad, Marie, because it's not like you're not active on YouTube, you know what I mean? How did I do that though, Keith? I don't know if it's Fish Fam Link or what, but all of a sudden I'm getting all these different people in. Yeah, you can grow your own food. A friend of mine does lettuces, some type of radish, and some other bits and bobs, crushed stomachs. Yeah, that is a given. I think so because do you know why I think that is, Marie? Because more people use the phones as opposed to a laptop or a TV. Because this looks crap on TV. Thank you. Yeah, it's took me some crash test. It's took me some time and money and effort, but you know, I'm there. My fish are happy. Accidental swipes. What did you see? What's beneath me? Bigger seed audience. All right, so yeah, I did one the other day, and it was a woman with a big belly. I don't know what she was. She was British, but by God, was she getting the views? Oh, that's not so bad. Oh, do you remember her? Yeah, she's still going. She's got about 170k followers, subscribers. It's like, what's going on in the world? That's the one that's working. That's her, yeah. It was like my friend Charlotte and Nikki did a live the other week, Keith, and it was both. It was just messing about, and there were two women on the camera, and 75 people came in the room. 75 people in the chat, all talking out the blue. And then she went from like 100 subs to like 137. It is. I think there's a lot of creepy dudes sat back who get off on that, shall we say, Marie? Only things. Honest to God. Honest to God, no word of a lie. I'm not being sexist or anything here, but if you wear a low cut top, yeah, those subs don't stick. But if they keep coming back because the sticky perverts, they do. It's like I accidentally showed myself in my undies. And I'm not lying, my chat went from 7 people to, I think it was 31. And there's me in the shadow of this tank, in my underpants. It's crazy. Exactly, David, that's all you need to do. Swipe, no swiping. Yeah, I don't want to see mad boobs as Keith. I've tried it. I've tried that method. But for instance, let's say it was 2 guys messing around on camera, like Charlotte and a friend was. I bet you if me and Keith was doing it, I bet you we won't get 75. Moves. Secret Keith. I think I'm about a day now. Man of them ones that have gone south. Shocking, Keith. Someone suggested TikTok, but TikTok's really bad for, yeah, that's what I've heard, the chat. I was just going to say that, Marie. Apparently, I never bothered with TikTok. I'm only on the Instagram, and I'm just waiting to get my passport renewed so I can send a passport photo, a picture of my passport to Facebook so they can reopen my account. Got 98 days left to appeal. My passport ran out. No, my passport had 6 months left on it, and it wasn't enough. They want to basically, it's ridiculous, really. But yeah, I'll have my Facebook back. Been a nightmare to try and recover that account, Marie. I sold my phone to my friend, and he's got my old phone, and he said he's been getting, even though it's my old phone and a different number, he's still been getting like these email things, like weird. Yeah, it happened to a few friends of mine. One of them, the reason it happened to me. Bastard. So easy to do as well, you know. I have that issue every time, Keith. My tuk-tuk. TikTok. Tower tube. Sometimes we just can't spell. It's like we get this mental block, and our brain says to our hands, do it this way, but it doesn't help when it's predictive. Most people use predictive. Predictive can be dangerous. Oops. Nearly broke my phone again. It never duck. It's a pain in the ass sometimes, predictive. Yeah, that seems to be the case, yeah. Because, well, I think most fish shops started out on Facebook, shall we say? So it's probably the go-to more for fish shops. There's a few fish shops on Instagram, but not as many as there is on Facebook. I'm really getting into plants now. Crip's been more. I'm really enjoying plants. Yeah, I look back and think of my first journey with plants, and I'm like, wow, I got it all wrong. Jodie Scaper. I know who Jodie Scaper is. I miss my Facebook, if I'm honest. I had that Facebook since the beginning. So weird not waking up in the morning and doing your usual Facebook scroll, you know what I mean? It's took some adjusting, if I'm going to be honest. Aquadip. Oh, nice. Probably heard you mentioning aquadip plants. Reach out to him, Keith. Tell him you want to do a video. Can you send me a box of plants? You'd be surprised. If you want the email, I've got the email to email the sales rep. Glenn gave it me. That's my northern. There's a lot more choice now, Marie, a lot more. Easy, shall we say easy? You've got your easy, your moderate, and your hard. But some of your moderates are even easy now to keep. Hey, Keith. See, I'm not, because I've never had plants. It's like, I'm tempted, Keith, to run CO2 on this to really make it go off. But I don't know diddly squat about CO2 systems. I've made an homemade one before. I've done one with sugar and yeast. You've cut right down, Marie. You could say I have. My room feels kind of empty. But it's good, I needed to have a bit of a clear out, and yeah. I think I've put so much rock in here for the simple fact you don't even see the fish now. Just got bright light on it at the moment. I'm trying to induce some algae growth on the rock, because I prefer the rock when it's got more algae on it. Hello, Rebecca. How are we? Everybody say hello. If you've not subbed to Freshwater Ichthology, go sub, because she's got some good content. How goes, Rebecca, this fine Friday evening? I think you are supposed to start with a Core 1 system. Oh, nice. You got your skull. But what skull's that, Marie? Oh, dead snails, another smell, man. I got 165 rabbit snails, various ones, all wild caught, imported from Indonesia, and only 40 made it. The smell when I opened the bag, hands down, is the worst smell I've ever smelt in life. Ick, not ich. Ichthyology. No, I'm English and I can't even say the damn thing. Well, if you ever want any different rabbits, I can send you some. I have tanks full of the little. Let's get them out. Let's put some food into. They seem to like to come out for. Oh, sorry. They're like this. The curry food. Let's feed you guys as well. Radio. Come on then. Whip, you're a legend. Thank you very much, sir. Yeah, if you ever want any, just let me know. Just my email is tigerrob, so that's tigerrob289@live.co.uk. So if you ever want any, just drop me an email, and I can send you some, obviously free. Because I've got a lot of rabbit snails. A lot. Glenn's thumb looks like it's been smashed, Keith, by Jeremy Beadle. If you know who Jeremy Beadle is, you know. If you know, you know. Need to get some air into this tank. Just feeding some fish. Oh, you seen them all? God. The full family, the mum and up, where they're gone again. It's because I've just put food in. I was on Facebook, but my Facebook account got hacked by someone in Nigeria, and I'm waiting to get my passport. I've sent a photo of my passport because they don't believe it's me. So they've put my account on hold, and my passport only had 6 months on it, so it wasn't valid as the photo ID. So I've just renewed my passport, so I'm waiting on that. Yeah, I've never been hacked. It was the first time, and I'm usually savvy as hell, shall we say, Rebecca. I'm not daft. Clearly was daft. I thought I was helping a friend out. Yeah, they are. They're unusual. Do you know what I've noticed as well, God? Some are darker. Some are darker like the mum, and some are lighter like the dad. Some have got more black and more yellow. Some have got less yellow and more black. Not for the 6 months, not for Facebook verification. It was not acceptable. 6 months is 6 months, innit? But yeah, it wasn't. Yes, subtle, yes. So some grow. I'm noticing some. Yeah, definitely some go like the mum, some go like the dad. Ooh, nice. Never thought of doing that. I've got a skull in my tank, but plastic. Well, resin. That sounds really interesting, that. Yeah, I think it's subtle sexual dimorphic. I'm pretty sure looking at it, the way it goes. And I believe when these pair up, they pair up for life, if I'm right. But yeah, that'll be interesting to see, Marie. Yeah, there was more white. Yeah, there definitely was more white. They've started to get the yellow. They get more yellow when I feed certain foods. It's bizarre. But like if I put some of this food in, they love this food. Even though it's not designed for them, they do love it. Just got an extra sponge filter in there cycling for another tank. David. You never. You go to an house, where's your dog? It's in the tank. Axanthin, yeah, I've got some food with some of that in it. I think that's what the is it the Tetra Prima? I think that's what's in that. There's the man, there's the mum. The dad's got less black stripes, the mum's got more thicker black stripes. They've certainly got a lot of crevices to add in. So the idea is just to let this tank go and watch them produce lots. And I've got 57 fry in there at the moment. I've already got like yeah, good point, yeah, that's a bit. You see, the thing is here, David, we've all got a dry sense of humour, so as much as I'd like to think there's no snowflakes in here who can get the gist of it. Because life's too serious, isn't it? Something I'd say that, David. And be like, oops, sorry. What do you think to putting some curries in with the Discus, Keith? Or do you not recommend at the high temps? No way plecos, but I've noticed with the higher the temp, the more active the pleco is. 100%. They've gone from just pooing to becoming shit machines. Yeah, this is what I mean. Short term, it's okay, but yeah, this is why I'm asking, Rebecca. That's a big note. Right, Rebecca, I was advised not to get Discus for this tank because it's too small. But I was also advised if I'm going to get some, get six juvenile small ones, and then hopefully a pair off, and then I can shift the rest on. I'd rather take your advice over any. Hoplosoma zinguinensis. Yeah, definitely. I've got all the time in the world. I've got all the time in the world to do water changes daily if I had to. But I also, I'm in the position, a friend's got a 10-foot Discus tank. I'm in the position to, if the ones that get chased away and a pair off, I'm in a position to give somebody else them. Zunginensis. Ah, right, okay. That's what I'm doing, Marie. I've decided. It is a unique pronunciation because it doesn't sound Zuinensis. Fuck off. Try saying that after a beer. But yeah, Marie, I am doing it. I'm going with 6. The ones that don't, if I get a pair, great. And then I can move some on. I've always had my heart set on Discus. I was getting told not to do it on last night's live, which I respect. I totally understand. I see their logic, don't get me wrong. It's not like I'm sat here thinking, yeah, nah. I'm analysing. I spent a lot of money. Well, I could have spent a lot more if it wasn't through Glenn at GB Shrimp, because I pretty much get this tank out for minimal amount, shall we say. I already had the Fissendens nobilis. That'll grow all around that. I already had the Fissendens fontassa. I put some in there, and I put some there to grow out. And they already had all the crypts. And then Glenn at GB Shrimp, being the Glenn that he is, because he's like my best mate, I was like, I want some tall plants, what have you got? So he showed me the list, and I went for some crypts what grow tall. Untsala. No, it's not oh, Keith, I'll get it one day. Oh yeah, I'd probably go in a shop and they'd advise me against it, but if it's not broke, don't fix it. I'm pretty confident I've got this tank perfect, on point. It's over filtered. It's got filtration enough for a 400 litre tank. I'm gonna get it tattooed on me, Keith. Undulata, yeah. I've gone for the cryptocorin undulata, and he was like, pick 6 plants. So I picked 4 of them, and I picked 2 other crypts that I've not heard of. Because as you can see, I'm going through a crypt. Let me just turn these lights off. I'm going through a crypt phase. Just change the light on the bubbles. As you can see, I can change the colour of the bubbles as well. Undulating. Guy who loves turtles, welcome in. I'm going to give you a soon as you're back. When people start coming back and talking, I'll give them a wrench. Similar to for marine, the advice you get off people who have never kept merinos, like, it sound complex. Yeah, this is it. I was a bit not put off, but I was a bit like, whoa, a bit like, okay, so don't do this and don't do that. Ooh. Yep. When I did a small marine tank, the advice I got was very fucking, excuse the French, but it was rubbish advice. Rubbish. You have indeed, Keith. You've done more, to be honest, Keith, you've probably done more specialist fish, which I class some of them as specialists, because they are. They're not just for everybody. Not anyone can just get discus, can they? Let's be honest. You've probably done more fish than me. Yeah, welcome in, turtles. Turtles. Same, but I dislike marine. Yeah, I'm not. Tried it and I didn't like it. It's as simple as that. Tons of copepods in this tank. I love it. Yeah, I work with cuttlefish. I feed it to my isopods. Oh, my tortoise. My tortoise loves a bit of cuttlebone. Oh, have you got them in jars, like, to study them? Wow. Also, Marie, it's not just you. I went to Charlotte's. I went to another subscriber's, and when you click on the comment button, it won't let you comment on things. So I'm not the only one it's happening to. I think, oh, did a short. One of the Americans did a short. I couldn't click on theirs, but yet if I go in other shorts and stuff like that, I can click on and it works fine. I can't read the comments on Charlotte's. I ain't been able to comment on Charlotte's now for... I showed her while she was here, because I didn't want her thinking it was something I wasn't commenting, so I went, try and press the comment. She pressed the comment, it just won't work. But yeah, it's not on them all. Yeah, this is what I mean. It's... don't know what's going on. if I'm quite frank and honest. I mean, Charlotte's my best friend. I was like, I didn't want her thinking I was being rude and ignorant and not supporting her algorithm. Because I was always the first to comment. crazy. No, I'll tell you what else. I can't comment on GB Shrimps, Glenn's. But yeah, I could a month ago. I don't... I've looked in settings to see if there's anything like a restriction or... But there's nothing in the settings in man. Yeah, GB Shrimp's one of them. Charlotte's one of them, I can't. And they're like my best buddies. Yeah, I'm not like it. I ain't gonna lie, I'm not liking it as much as I did in the first week. But then I'm enjoying meeting all you guys. You know? Yeah, but that's such a waste. Why should you have to? I see your logic in it though. And I have another account, and I know it's not thingy because I can go on people's other stuff and I can click on the comments and leave comments. Like I've done one on my other account on Glenn's, and it works. But this one, it's like what? Yeah, I've had to do the notifications things and refresh it. And sometimes I've had to, like, when I'm on a chat, I've had to actually go off the chat and come back on the chat just to see people's messages as well. I don't think they've got it quite right. Let me turn this light off. This chat isn't scrolling for me. So you're having to like do it yourself, you mean it's going up and down? I don't know, Marie. Is it because when you're not active with someone? But then, no, it can't be because I speak to Charlotte and go live with Charlotte pretty much every day. It holds in one location. Maybe YouTube is broken. Yeah, turtles are messy. Good filtration. But you shouldn't have to do this, should you? Not with the technology, how advanced it is now. You know, it's... fuck. I could deaf and blind all day long, really, but it gets me nowhere. That's the brightest light on that Lomini. Crap. I've got tortoise. I've got hermans. A testudo. I've got female hermans. I've kept snakes. I used to breed snakes, Rebecca, and royal pythons, as we're calling me, not balls. Royal pythons. I had a pair of true red-tailed boas. Colombian red-tailed boas. I kept them pure, I didn't mix my boa. I had about 20 different adult corn snake breeders. I didn't overbreed, I just bred for so long. And I used to supply my snakes to 3 local shops. And leopard geckos. Yeah, they're interesting, Marie. They're different. Yeah, I bet you have been to a lot of zoos. Do you know, that's one thing I haven't done a lot of, is zoos. Oh, the Ivory millipedes. I give Charlotte all my millipedes. I had Burmese beauties. I had a millipede what's end up in a tub of isopods. So always be prepared if you get into isopods, Marie. Sometimes you find a stray millipede or a stray isopod. And I ended up with a fire red millipede. You don't see many Russian tortoises these days, true Russian tortoises. It's closely related to my Hermans. I love my tortoise. My tortoise is actually, before you get a tortoise, make sure you've got someone to leave it to in your will, or take it on, is what I would advise. Man's in my will. Yes, I have done my will. Our tortoise is going to my youngest daughter when that day comes. Not yet though. I used to breed some guinea pigs for a shop as well, and I remember once not knowing overly about guinea pigs, and I had 2 males, so I should have seen a state that after they both fought together. Tortoises, they're not a pet, they're more than a pet. I mean, my tortoise is very interactive with my cats. My cats actually sit outside the tank. And the tortoise comes out and actually just stands there nodding with its head, moving its head back and forth. And the cat looks at it, bending its head. So cute to see. Charlotte, Lottie's Nature, she has 3 big, or is it 4? 3 big redfoots, hybrid redfoot tortoises that came from Hamm in Germany. Have you ever been there, Marie, to the, Rebecca, to the Hamm Expo in Germany? I've been once. It was like the best day ever, because they had fish and everything there. Redfoots in Brazil. Yeah, Hamm's a good one. HAMM. It's like they all get together. You've got your Zoommed, you've got your Exoterra, you've got your Aqua One, you've got your Tetras, you've got your Flu Valve, you've got all the top brands there. It's like a fair. It's like you can buy there, and when you go there on coach with a reptile shop, because they do trips, you get so much like bring back space. You can spend up to £2,000 and bring that much back, but it has to fit within 3 polystyrene boxes of a certain size. Have you seen have you seen Charlotte's random tree frog, Marie? I think it's a Gray's American tree frog. It's a right chunky thing. Terrariums are nice frog terrarium. Lots of live plants and moss and Yeah, just see how the plant's going, and if it thrives, you might be like, ooh, this would look nice in there, and go for it. I sent Charlotte home with 2 terrariums. 2 terrarium builds that are. Yeah, there's a lot of reptile rescues. Hang on. I believe there's quite a few down south, you know, Marie. Tell you the go-to person. Speak to Charlotte, Lottie's Nature. She's big into all the reptiles. Most of her geckos, what she's got, are all rescues. Yeah. I want to vote the turtle tortoise for me type 1 for Herman tortoise, 2 for Russian tortoise, 3 for leopard tortoise. Well, you know my thingy because I've got one of these. But I can't type turtles, but I'd say 2. Because I love my Hermans. Just make sure you get the enclosure right. Make sure you get the light, UVB. I use Arcadia everything for man. Man gets full spectrum, 12% along the full length. There's no blank spots of avoiding UVB. Hello, Mike. I didn't even see you dropped in. How are we, sir? Oh. Yeah, I could happily go back to sleep. See, this is what I told you about the rabbit snails. Look, you put them thingies in. I've got them type, Rebecca, and I've got these ones. I think these are black-headed yellow spots, and these are yellow head. That's a yellow head. No, that's a. I don't know what that one is. I've got all sorts of different ones. Oh dear mate, what's up? Always here to talk, you know that. Don't do your shitty days alone. I've slept today. I've slept the day away. Like, I woke up at 8 PM. Right now, oh, excuse me. Right now my body clock is absolutely on Australian American time zones. But I see it like this. If I sleep and then I wake up, if I can't get back to sleep, then surely I must want to be awake. You want more orange? Oh, the orange posso. I don't have orange posso, but I have these. Then look at this one. This is a black-head yellow spot. I'm not sure what that one. I think that's a black-head yellow spot as well. And then in another tank, I've got some yellow black spots. QC Aquaholic. I like that, Aquaholic. Welcome in, welcome. Yeah, there was just like a mix. Yeah, same with me, Rebecca. And now there's so many different types. But I can sort anyone out some young rabbit snails if you want to grow them on. That ain't a problem. Michael, I went through the same thing, and I had what we called not childcare services, but we have social services got involved. I got interviewed, my kids got interviewed, and then that was it. Basically, they saw the truth. Fortunately now, it is bizarre because 15 years later we're like good friends. It's weird. What was you saying, Turtles? So let me go. This chat's going really quick. Musk turtle. The knife can be twisted, Mike. Thank you. I do have more. I've had to turn the lights off on this rack because otherwise I get the glare in here. But this is going to be a Discus tank. Thank bleep it's Friday here, guys. Oh, does any of you work Saturdays? Remember when I used to work Saturdays, I hated it because weekends are for relaxation and football. You know, Marie, don't you? Saturdays are for football. It is indeed. Marie, have you been watching? We've done some right deals, us. We signed 2 players from Bayer Leverkusen. One of them a Colombian international winger. We've just got Casey Palmer from Coventry. Rushworth from on loan, the keeper, the England under 21 keeper we've got. Oh, Stoke have just signed Tom Cannon. You're at home to Stoke. We've got Leeds. It's a derby for us because it's East Yorkshire, West Yorkshire, Marie. So we've got Leeds at Ellen Road. We're taking 4,800, I think. We sold the allocation. There'll be a lot of kicking off tomorrow. Oh, is your old manager in it, Stephen Schumacher? Do you think he'll get a good reception, like? The foremost financial responsibility, yeah. Oops, sorry. I used to work weekends and I thought to get Sundays off, it's not fair to ask people both weekdays to work them when their partners doesn't. Yeah, this is it. This is it, Rebecca. Putting it lightly, Marie, I'm just waiting to see. I've just got a notification. Hang on, I'm just going to check it out. Done deal. Hull City have signed winger Mohamed Baloumi from Portuguese foreign ace. He is... Oh, Abu Kamara from Norwich is in the building. And we're signing 3 wingers. Whoa. Woohoo! No problem. No problem. Guy likes titles. You go away, come back as much as what you need. We've signed some ballers, Marie. I mean, we did the same last season. We signed that Jaden Philligan for 5 million. And then they went on to, we're selling back to Aston Villa and make £15 million on it. We have beat Leeds a few times, but you never know tomorrow. I can feel it in my waters. I can feel it in me football waters. I have a weird tradition, Marie. Yeah, if I don't take my tortoises paw out, Rebecca, she tries to eat it. What she means is, you've got a tortoise, you've got a turtle. Turtles poo in water, need lots of change, need good filter. Tortoises poo in the soil, the sand, whatever substrate they're on, the bark, whichever. You just stick it out. no water changes. So what she's kind of saying is, turtles, tortoises, maintenance-wise, tortoises far outweigh turtles for less maintenance, definitely. I worked in a shop what had a turtle tank, and oh my god, God knows how many turtles was in this big vat bucket type, big giant thing. They are expensive, but you could save up and get. Man did that on Jeff's, and I'm like, where is everyone? It's real, people being real ignorant. And someone said to me, Marie, go to chat was set to top messages on my chat, and I changed it, and then they all popped up. YouTube doing all sorts of things. You have turtles, don't you, Mike? Oh, sorry for the yawning, guys. I'm getting tired again. I'm getting some nice red cherry shrimp now. I'm getting a good grade coming through. I selected Glenn's best fires, and basically off the fire reds, I've cooled them that much. Basically, I've got them to Bloody Mary stage. My tortoise is really interactive, especially with my cats, Rebecca. Horsefield tortoise. I mean, if you want to talk tortoises, one second. Here we have a little tortoise poster with all the tortoises on. You can't see it because it's so bloody bright. You got a Texas tortoise, got an Indian star, leopard, desert tortoise, massive tortoise, Aldabra, marginateds are not bad, Russian tortoises. Oh, if you want to be fancy, get one of these expensive pancake tortoises. Looks more like a turtle, that, but it's a tortoise. There's the one I have, Hermans. But mine doesn't look very Hermans to me, that. That looks more Hermans to me. The Russian. Man comes with papers. Man was born in Serbia in 2018. She's 6 years old. So, maybe coming up soon, she will need to start being hibernated. Anyone wants that poster? So it's on Timo. It was only something like the equivalent of about 80p. It's like $1, €1. My Hemmons was only 110, so about $140, and that come with a CITES paper, microchipped, all the documents. Sorry if I'm missing anyone out in chat. If I've missed you. Oh, Joe's chat. Are you falling asleep, Marie? Bless you. Right, I'm just going back through chat, so I don't like missing anybody out. Indian stars are beautiful, but as you know, you don't see them that often. They are probably one of the few places you will see them is at Tortoise Rescue Trust. But I don't bother with the tortoise just because some of their methods, what they say, is a bit conflicting. My tortoise is doing so well. She gets weighed once a month. I've kicked all the records. Least amount of space and thingy would be a horse field. I don't know what a horse field comes under. Does that, Rebecca, does that come under the Russian horse fields? Because it is a European tortoise, isn't it? And it's the you can pick up like a horsefield tortoise without, you don't need paperwork for them. And oh, that sounds like the Greek Moorish. Sounds very rare though. I've never been into. You see, I go in a shop, and if I see, we used to see them in a shop when they were all little. They all look, oh, cute, and you get people, oh, look at them. But they don't realise they get a little tank, and then a year later, your tails way outlive the tank. The tank looks like bog water. Look at these red skies. Look at the red on these. Let me see if I can go any closer. Look at the red on them. Oh, have you seen this? Have you seen this, Marie? Charlotte, Lot is Nature, did weeks ago. She did a live painting. She did a canvas piece for me. She did a canvas for me, and she painted me that Congo Tetra. So if anyone wants any commission pieces doing for the room, she does do them. But yeah, it's done with laser paint. It's also got metallic paint in it to get the. But she did that. Look at the scalation on it. I can't get over it. And the detail in the eye and yeah, got that. But yeah, Horsefield here, guy who likes tails. Horsefield's like £60, so like you're probably looking at about $80, which is the cheapest option. Very low maintenance. Horsefields you don't have to put in a shoebox every 3 months and put under the stairs to hibernate. One of the more hardier. Oh wow. Isn't it mad how they evolved? They actually evolve. Yeah, same. The Horsefields here, yeah, that's what you can get them for. Babies, obviously. I know someone what breeds Horsefields here, and he sells this for 50. Should have a good enclosure that preferably goes down a few centimetres into the ground if kept outside. Welcome anybody else who's new in the background. Don't be shy. Come say hi. We talk fish, turtles, plants and anything else. At the moment it's the turtle-tortoise debate. No, this is what it's all about. We're not just about fish. Believe it or not, we all have one thing in common. We love animals, I think. And I think it's we're all the same type of people. We're all a little bit crazy. People what love animals are a little bit different. Right, guys, I'm gonna call this stream to an end and bid you all a good evening. I'm sure I'll see some of you on other lives and chats and stuff. But yeah, thank you for joining in. Thank you for chatting, as always. Much love. Peace. No worries, God. You'll take care, sir. Take care, Marie. It's a form of albino. It's a snow white. It's actually a blue-eyed leucistic. Catch you all soon, guys. Bye.